Tay. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So what happened? Why were you late?
I just slept.
Ah, I see. It's okay. Maybe you
And then,
finish your
yeah,
work early.
yes, right.
Mhm.
Suddenly, I woke up and I realized
Oh.
the class time. So I was afraid to late for the class. And then,
Ah.
yeah, but fortunately, yeah, the
Mhm.
door is just still open and just waiting for me. Thank you.
Mhm. Of course. Yeah, I have to wait for you until 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. How's your New Year?
A New Year was good, and then I had I reached my resolution with I shared my New Year's resolution with my families, and then
Wow.
I hope this year will be healthier and then happier for everyone.
Yes, right. Really hoping to. Yes, that one as well. Yeah, let's hope for the better New Year. Yes, as well. Okay. Have you read an article?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the title of your article for today's class?
Okay. Let's go.
hmm
I think I need to choose proper one for this class.
hmm
So for me, let's say, okay, let's wait first. Okay, I think the number 1440.
40 modest weight loss?
Yeah,
Okay, right. Yeah. So, could you please tell me something about this?
yeah. Researchers in the UK have found that even losing a small amount of weight can reduce the risk of people with pre-diabetes developing type 2 diabetes by almost 40%. People with pre-diabetes have higher than normal blood sugar, but have not yet been diagnosed with diabetes. Researchers wanted to know if having pre-diabetes patients change their lifestyles could lower their risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The research, published in JAMA International Medicine, was done over 18 years using data from over 1,000 people with prediabetes. Some of the people took part in group-based lifestyle intervention programs, while the others were put into a control group for comparison. The intervention programs helped people make modest lifestyle changes, which included losing 2 to 3 kilograms of weight and increasing their physical activity. The changes were kept up for at least 2 years, and the weight loss was not put back on. The researchers found that 23% of those in the control group developed type 2 diabetes, while only 14% of those in the intervention programs developed it. Previous studies have used more intense and expensive interventions, usually focusing on individuals rather than groups. This new research is the first time a new world group intervention has been shown to reduce the risk of people with pre-diabetes later developing type 2 diabetes. The researchers estimated the cost of the interventions at just $153 per person. This is just great news for the 8 million people in the UK with a pre-diabetes diagnosis, said Professor Mike Sampson of Norwich University Hospital, one of the universities that worked on the study. According to Diabetes UK, about 4.5 million people in the UK have type 2 diabetes, and 1 million of them don't even know they have it yet. Another 300,000 people have type 1 diabetes, which is usually diagnosed diagnosed in children, teens, and young adults. That's all.
Right. Any questions about the vocabulary?
Everything is okay with the vocabulary.
Okay, so let's move on to the questions. What did the researchers in the UK find?
Researchers in the UK have found that even losing a small amount of weight can reduce the risk of people with pre-diabetes developing type 2 diabetes by almost 40%.
Right. And how many people took part in the group-based lifestyle intervention programs?
The, the research published in JAMA International Medicine was done over 8 years using data from over 1,000 people with pre-diabetes.
Right. Yes. And why is this a great news?
This is really great news for the 8 million people in the UK with a pre-diabetes diagnosis that the researchers estimate the cost of the intervention at just 153 per person, dollars per person.
Right. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the findings of this study?
Mm, Actually, I never know that the effect of the weight that affects on the diabetes. So
Hmm.
it's very closely related to your weight and then diabetes.
Hmm. Right, yeah. So you're very correct. Of course, if you can monitor your weight, maybe yeah, the risk of diabetes is also yeah not so high. Yes, if you're not too fat or heavy. Yes,
Right.
as well. Right. How about in Korea? Is diabetes a big health problem in your country?
Actually, mm, not, I think it's not a big health problem at the moment, but
Mhm.
many researchers or professionals are worrying about Koreans' lifestyle. It's
Mhm.
it's a big westernized, and then we are getting weight. So average weight of Koreans are getting increases. So there are lots of people got diagnosis.
Oh,
So
I
yeah, it will be
see.
a big problem in the near future.
Why is it increasing? I was thinking for most Koreans, they are really into their weight or body figure.
Yeah, right. But also many people like to eat mm, instant food. I mean junk food
Ah.
such as
Mhm.
pizza, burgers,
Mhm.
or ramen noodles,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
they are cheap and also it's very delicious for lots of people.
Yes.
So actually, they increase they contains the high calories and then high fat in it,
Mhm.
so they
Mhm.
cause a lot of overweight.
I see. Okay. That's the reason why. Yes. And these days it's very convenient, yeah, to just ask delivery food. Yeah. So for
Yes,
most
right.
people, yeah, they prefer something that is easier to eat.
Yes.
Yes, as well. Okay. Have you ever made any major changes to your lifestyle recently?
Recently, mm, yes, right. I've
Mhm.
changed my commuting
Mhm.
commuting style. I
Oh.
used to like to drive my car to the office, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I've already mentioned about that, but yes, from about 3 months ago, I prefer to use public transportation and then use my bicycle.
Mhm. Right.
So I
Yes.
think it's a more healthier way for me, even though it
Mhm.
took um, longer time to get to the office. But yeah,
Mhm.
even in the morning, I could walk and ride bicycle for 1.5 hours. So I think
Mhm.
it's good for me.
I see. Oh, this winter, can you ride a bicycle? I think it's hard.
Yes, right. From last week, I couldn't
Mhm.
ride a bicycle. As you know,
Mhm.
the weather is yeah, sharply dropped.
Mm.
So
Correct.
yeah, I could
Yes.
maybe from next week or the mm, the weeks after next week, then I could ride again.
Right. Yes. I hope so. Yes, as well. Yes. And which of your friends or family would you say leads the healthiest lifestyle? Wow.
At the lunchtime,
Mhm.
my actually, my father.
Oh.
Actually, my
Mhm.
father. Actually, he really enjoy his eating style, and
Mhm.
then also he like to work out, and then especially for him, he doesn't like to eat meat or fat food.
Oh, wow.
He only
I
like to
see.
vegetables and then yeah, healthy food.
Oh, I hope I could
Yeah,
be your father. It's hard to
yes,
do that.
right.
Yeah, it takes time and effort.
Yeah,
Yes, to do that
I think
one.
yeah,
Mhm.
his instinct. He's not trying to eat only vegetable, but he naturally doesn't like to eat meat. So that's why
Mhm.
he can keep his healthy condition.
I see. Right. Yes. Well, at least, right. Even though he's getting older, at least he is healthier, getting healthier.
Yeah,
Yes, as well. Oh, interesting. Okay. Any questions so far about your article?
yeah, everything is okay. Yeah,
All right. Oh, thank you so much for attending our first class this year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
all right. I will see you again on Thursday.
Okay. Bye
Okay?
bye.
Yeah. Bye. Good night.